Evening guys, Tush coming at you. It's Tuesday night and we're just out in the garage playing around. It's about 10 to 5 and we got about 72, 73 degrees out here. So comfortable night. Let me just turn this down a little bit. So what we're planning on doing today is we're going to start working on the body tub and getting that ready for some primer, some epoxy primer. First thing I'm going to do, or first thing I was doing when I came out here, is I got my little Dremel out and was playing around with this door. I have a little bit of a stick out. I had actually a bit of a stick out down here. You can see it goes to where it should be. Up in this area it's fairly flush, and then back here I've got a little bit of a stick out. So what I managed to do, it was actually worse than that. What I managed to do is basically oval out the holes on the striker and move that in a little bit. It's about as far as I can move it in though, so it's a little bit better than what it was. Still not perfect unfortunately, but that's the best I can do. So what we're gonna have to do is we'll have to probably build this up with a little bit of filler to match the bottom of that door. So that's one of the jobs that I've got to do. One of the other jobs I want to do is I want to actually get rid of all this. I'd done this earlier and I'm not liking it very much, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably tear all that stuff out of there. I bought one of these stripping discs, so I think it's a little bit better than it's a little bit malleable, so I can go in that corner a little bit better than a sanding disc or a roll-lock disc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that all out of there and we're going to rework that. I'm not quite happy with that at all, the way that came out, so we'll clean that up a little bit and make it look a little bit better. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So what I'm going to do is just pop this fender off, which is just got bolted on with like 2 bolts, and then we'll start cleaning that area up, and maybe we'll add some filler to here and sand that down and see if we can make that look a little bit better as well. So that's the plan for tonight. Probably only be out here for an hour or two, and that's it. Talk to you later. Hey guys, Friday night. It's I believe August the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Hard to believe it's August already. Anyway, start of my vacation, if you can't tell. It's raining again. Always traditional, I think, to rain on the first day of, or at least the first evening of my vacation. Anyway, it's been raining off and on all day. Skies are pretty gray. Anyway, don't really want to push the car outside. So I've just been doing some small little indoor projects on the TR6. I did manage to pick up some new brake pads for the TR6, so we're going to be installing those probably at some point over the weekend. I did repaint that manifold. If you remember that exhaust manifold that chipped off where I painted it before. So I've repainted that manifold. Hopefully it'll stick a little bit better this time. I didn't actually wipe it down with the wax and grease remover this time. I think that was the issue last time, so we just went straight to the cast iron manifold this time, hoping that the cast iron will soak that paint up. Anyway, so yeah, just little tiny projects we're working on. I think what I'm going to try to do is take this to a show tomorrow night. There's a local show up in Sharon, Ontario, and I think what I'll do is I'll maybe try to clean this up over the next day, and we'll take it up to the Sharon show tomorrow night if the weather's okay. So I haven't really cleaned this thing in detail. I mean, it looks pretty good because I haven't driven it too much, but if you look close enough, there's enough nooks and crannies in the engine compartment that are kind of dirty or beyond where I would like to open the hood and show it. So we'll get down in here maybe tomorrow and we'll do a deep clean on the engine bay. Of course, being white, it shows every little piece of dirt and every little smear of grease, etc. Polish that aluminum rat up and that stainless steel shroud as well. So anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of tonight. I was hoping to work on the TR3 and start working on that body tub. I am on vacation for the rest of the week. It's a long weekend here, so I've got the rest of the following weekend off, or the following week off, and we have a big show coming up in Port Perry, Ontario on this Sunday. I'm not sure of the date, but I'm looking forward to going to that show the following weekend, so I want to get the TR6 in good shape for that show as well. So anyway, we'll endeavor to get a lot of work done on the TR3 this week while I'm off. I'm going to be pulling the body tub off the chassis at some point again. once we get all of these little areas that I need to finish on the body tub, you know, these two B-post, upper B-post areas and the lower B-post, and these saddle pieces, I'm just doing some light sanding on here. This rear valance needs to be done, so there's quite a few areas I need to concentrate on the tub. Once we get those finished off, I think what we'll do is we'll pull off the body off the chassis for probably one of the last times anyway, and we'll get it into epoxy primer, and then we'll do the follow-up steps with a polyester primer and then the urethane primer. So what I'm really hoping to accomplish by the end of this week is I'm really hoping to have the body totally ready for paint. So I'll final block sand it down with the urethane primer, and I don't think I'll be able to get to the paint stage. Of course, the compressor kicks on, that's always the rule. I don't think I'll be able to get to the paint stage, but we should get hopefully awfully close to it. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. We'll talk to you later.